Yeah. Now we're hanging. We got the classic time. We got everything sort of straightened out there. A bit of a mess. Hayseed got the ring-a-ding-ding, though. Big fucking shout-out Hayseed. And Rainbow had prior knowledge. So, but Hayseed got it. Hayseed was there. A notification might actually be going out with this one. Or something. I'm gonna need a ret seed, by the way. If you could slide me one of those. First like, alright, yeah, let's say we fired back, we refired. We went ahead. Sometimes you gotta pop the shell out of. Hayseed, there he goes. I like how Hayseed, Hell or High Water, gets the notifications. That's badass. 2 likes. 2 likes. We could tell things weren't exactly going right there, Hayseed, so we had to pull a refire. Well, we had to drop back with the classic stream format and just send it. There you go. That's got her all straight out. But hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, you know what I'm saying? So in that spirit of impromptu nature, what's up, everybody? It's the Stoosey Boys going back live. Refried chat. Basically. This is the Stoosey Boys coming live from Kentucky, spreading peace, calm, positivity, and love, safety, and determination all the way around the world. You know what I'm saying? We got homies in India, Australia, Pakistan, parts beyond, Brazil. God, love the homies down there Brazil way. UK, come on now. England, Ireland, Scotland. I think we might even have a rogue Welshman or two in there. You know what I mean? These things happen. Rainbow Band, my baby, my giat, yeah. Hell yeah. It's a vibing, riving live, man. Sometimes things coalesce with what people got going on. It looks like the sky is clear as shit. Or am I just not seeing that properly? Well, let me know if there's any spaceships out there abound. E.T. hopping in his flying saucer. 3 likes! There we go. Triple threat action. 3 to 3 to 3. Up on the tree, yeah. 3 likes, yeah. Hate to do my badass intro again if we get like a surge up in it. So, you know, what's up, y'all? I got just a peace, calm, positivity, love, safety, determination. When Dad was born, Wade Lucero said human aircraft. There you go. Wade Lucero up in the house. Happy to have you, Wade. When Dad was born, they didn't have electricity. Now I'm hanging with people from all over the world on a cell phone. Ain't that something? If we believe everything on paper they say, the Wright brothers took flight in like 1903, some shit like that, and literally in a span of like 60-something years from that point, we landed on the moon. I'm just saying. Of course, that's if you believe everything happened the way they said it happened, and you feel however you feel about it, but on paper, we went from jack shit nothing to landing on the moon in like just over half a century. We went from jack shit nothing. We didn't have a pot to piss in. And now look at us. Kicking ass and picking grapes. Death Knight up in the house. Let's fucking go. And still can't fill the potholes. You know that pothole I hit got filled? Like by tar. Like somebody, like the county. I bet old fucking Marshall said, look, I've got El Caminos pulling up my yard and shit. Freaky hippie people jumping out talking about rims. We got to fix this hole. That or Marshall done it himself. Because I just told you, he said, I don't know how they are about people filling their own potholes. And I'm like, well, you can't help what crazy people do in the middle of the night. Hell. And he just laughed and kind of, so I might have put the idea in his head. Can't land on the moon if it's made of light. Well, sure you can. You just need special shit. I think they can land on the sun. It just doesn't come back. I don't know. It melts. Same thing with Venus. Trevor Thames up in the house. How's it going, Thames? Hell yeah. 4 likes, by the way. 4 on the floor. Let's go. We're 1 like away from pleading the 5th on a sound stage. I was talking with an old guy up at the coal mine about that, and I ran through the list of all the conspiracy theories. So I'm like, "What do you think the September 11th terror attacks happened as they described?" And he said, "Probably." Okay, well, do you think we faked the moon landing? He said, "Well, it'd be real hard." And I'm like, "Okay." JFK, and he goes, "Now that could go a bunch of different." There you go. Evening Bish, Papa up in the house. Let's get it. 5 likes, baby. Keep hoping some aliens show up with some space weed. That's the hope, anyway. Well, surely a highly advanced civilization that's learned to travel the stars has got its priorities. Damn. Sorry, y'all. I just exploded. I would say an advanced civilization probably has its priorities in line when it comes to things like that. So you know they're going to come through with space weed. It's going to be sitting right in their glove box. Right next to the license and registration. I like what folk were saying. It's like, yo, how come you don't see flying saucers anymore? You know, used to flying saucers, all the rage. It's all they saw back in the 50s. And now it's like orbs of light, balls of light, cylinders and all triangles and everything else. And then I think somebody, I believe it was Banshee, jumped up and was like, "That's the new model." I mean, think about it. If aliens are just like us, I bet it probably is. You're still riding in one of them ho-dump ass fucking flying saucers. What a nerd. You gotta up to the fucking triangle, man. They're the shit. Selena Girl 69 up in the house. Let's go. They can give you a telepathic head rush. See? Space hippies. Well, yeah, like I say, every advanced civilization, I'm telling you, it comes to that crossroad. Buy another drain plug for old Blue. The old plug stripped the thread off, but it does have over Damn! 6 likes! We'll go ahead and get the groovy electronic 5th going. It's like a big ass tic-tac. Goodness gracious. Big ass tic-tac kicking your ass. Simba USA up in the house. What's good, Simba? I'm pretty sure that big ass orange boy is around here somewhere. Whew. That'll get you. Damn thing was $10. Oh, that sucks. Still better than anything you couldn't buy new. Facts. Total facts. So not to self-incriminate in a plead the 5th kind of fashion, but what is or isn't green crack? You were looking at me. But of course, you know how we be out there, you know what I'm saying? We'll see if C-Man don't start driving this bitch in slow motion. That's how C-Man's gonna, yeah. That's how C-Man's gonna drive this stream at all, is how he's a little confused. I've had Blue for over 10 years and put over 100K on it itself. Yeah. Drives like the day he bought it. Seaman is slowly over the last year and a half, 2 years. The Camino's like engine, the running situation has slowly gotten better. You know, through via tune-ups and carburetor adjustment and God, what the hell else did we do to the damn thing? The fucking starter. Everything in regards to that piece of shit. Various wiring things, you know. Over the past 2 years, the Stoosey fam has just improved the Camino. It just gets better and better. It's a constant ramp. Death Knight with 21 subs. And they don't sell trucks anymore. They're all big cars missing the trunk lid. What do you mean like Seaman's Elko? Big car missing the trunk lid? My ass, I've hauled fucking gravel in a tiller in that thing so far. Shit, Seaman's probably used his El Camino for truck purposes more than any of them motherfuckers have. Shit. I'll be damned I have a fucking bed and don't use it. That's just silly. Hell, and the same if I had like a Cherry 59 or 60 El Camino. Yeah, that bed will hold X amount of potted plant, you know what I mean? Shit. I don't give a damn if it's cherry. A crook is a crook or a truck is a truck. Use it as such. Of course, by that definition, if you own a car and you never put anything in a trunk, then you're failing as a car owner. If you don't ever put anything in the trunk. So if you own a truck and don't ever put anything in the bed, you're failing as a truck owner. You see the stream of consciousness here. Also have you know the El Camino has a trunk too. It's currently full of El Camino parts, doodads, and tools. Exclusively. The El Camino is 10 times the truck they sell now. In what regard? 10 times is awesome, absolutely. 10 times is cool, definitely, but it ain't 10 times the size. Carrying capacity is probably about the same with them itty bitty ass beds, especially with air ride equipped. From a horsepower situation, I think they should definitely be pumping more torque and horsepower than it's just a package, man. It has all the aerodynamic features of your grandma's sofa. Fucking for real. Well, it's kind of like it's aerodynamic. You know, it has the swoop and curvature, but then just flat front end. Just, it's like, yeah, that's aerodynamic. That's real damn. Sure is neat, though. Sits real nice and low for easy bed loading and unloading. Fuck. Yeah, easy loading and you can dump a load right in there, no problem. This electronic fifth is awesome. Fucking awesome. Is that Cosmo? Well, howdy, Cosmo. How are you? What's up with what's going down in every city and every town? Cramping styles is the plan. They've got us in the palm of every hand when we pretend that we're dead. When we pretend that we're dead, they can't hear a word we said. When we pretend that we're dead. 8 likes, 8 likes, 8 likes, 8 likes. Turn the tables with our unity. They're not a form, no maturity. You wake up and smell the coffee. Or just say no to individuality when we pretend that we're dead. Everybody else like L7? Bricks are heavy. Yeah. Yeah, so how's everybody doing tonight? Chill evening, I noticed. It's been kind of a chill Sunday. Maybe a lot of folk are watching football. Been a very fantastic Sunday. It's been fun hanging out with all the people and such, you know what I mean? But vibing and chilling all over the place. Maybe just a little. We got 9 folk hanging. We're hanging with 8 likes. Right on, rock on. So how was everybody's weekend? How's everybody's weekend went? How's everybody's day been? How's it been? You know what I mean? C-Man's got to ask the important questions. 9 likes. C-Man's got to check in and see how everybody's doing. You got to say, hey, hey, hey. Doo-doo-doo. What you got to say? Hollywood. Hollywood swinging. Cool in the gang, maybe? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Do-do-do. Oh, man. Jesus. Sorry, guys, I've been on top messages. I wondered why everyone kind of stopped, say, bed size, power. My truck is used for everything from hauling to becoming a ladder. Omar's a man up in the house saying, yeah, what's up, Omar? Most new trucks couldn't carry a 2x4 without it sticking out the back. Death Night with 9 likes and 9 viewers, or I do. El Camino had a girlfriend, had a 68 with a shell she bought from J.C. Whitney. Had a 350 V8. Oh, it's the dream. Either a 68 or a 67. That's the dream right there. This is not the 3 lesbian. What? Death Knight gonna do a game that says fix the leak on the roof, change oil and old blue and the RAV4, so now I have to go back to hell tomorrow. Wade's saying I think you can put a Monte Carlo SS or Camaro nose clip on El Camino. I'm pretty sure. Pins year. I didn't break anything and ain't bleeding. I call the day a win. There you go. Death Knight's gonna build his own car. What do you mean you're gonna build your own car? Max was so stupid, she told me she could play guitar player. It was the same thing as a real guitar. What? Rocksmith is pretty close, but then it gets into like if you don't have a Rocksmith, you're fucked kind of thing. Guitar Hero, no. I'm not going to buy one. They're too expensive. So you're going to build... So you're going to build a car out of nothing that's going to be street legal to code and everything else from scratch. Is that what... Bro's making like a soapbox car kind of deal. I mean, as long as you know how to work on transmissions, engines, brake line, we're going to get the parts from a junkyard. Okay, so like I say, as long as you know how to work transmission, engine, brakes, suspension work, anything electrical based, of course, your starter systems, frame work. You're probably going to need to do a little bit of welding there. Yeah, it kind of goes on and on. Glass work. No, I think it'll be great. I think it'll turn out fantastic. I don't. If you build a car from nothing, what determines the model? Because it's got to have a fucking model, the frame. Because, you know, you say you use the frame of like a fucking Impala, then no matter what you put on top of it, is it an Impala? I don't know how that's supposed to work. It's one of those things you can do, but I don't think you can make your own, like, model vehicle from fucking nothing. Throw it, I have no idea. These days, even buying a car can cost you $10,000. I don't. It's kind of a confusing statement there. Well, these days you can get cars that run or don't run in various condition for anywhere between a few $100 to millions and everywhere in between. Now I got one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. He's fixing to Johnny Cash it. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style. I'm gonna drive everybody wild. 'Cause I have the only one there is around. So now the headlights, it was another sight. We had two on the left and one on the right. But when we pulled out the switch, all three of them come on. The back end looked kind of funny too, but we put it together and when we got through, well, that's when we noticed that we only had one tail fin. About that time, my wife walked out, and I could see in her eyes that she had her doubts. But she opened the door and said, "Honey, take me for a spin." 10 likes. So we drove uptown just to get the tags, and I headed to ride on down Main Drag. I could hear everybody laughing for blocks around. But up there at the courthouse, they didn't laugh, because to type it up, it took the whole staff. And when they got through, the title weighed 60 pounds. Says it's a 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. It's the 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 automobile. These things happen. What, Pawpaw? What? What do you mean, what the fuck? Woo! You singing, yeah. Sounds good. Be alright once this shit gets out of my goddamn sinuses. Yeah. But yeah, so we're just hanging out, vibing, chilling, rocking the night away. Putting a cap on the weekend for folk, for one damn thing, hanging out with 10 fucking likes. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! I seen that. Jim Barney. Sis up in the house. What's poppin', sis? So let's get the vibe check. We're going to go ahead and do roll call here. We've got Sis that just showed up to the party. We've got Pawpaw, we've got KAS, we've got Hayseed, Death Knight hanging out with us, Omar's the man getting wild, of course, Wade Lucero, Rolling back, rolling back. Selena Girl 69 dropped through right on. What's up, Selena Girl 69? Hillbilly Coven Magic Hour, Power Hour USA 1970. Simba USA, what's going on? Hell yeah, Simba USA been hanging with us. Trevor Thames as well has been up in the party. And of course, Rainbow Man, my baby, my Giat. Yeah. So that completes our cavalcade. That's our 10 likes right there. If and I was a betting man. Where the bikers stare at cowboys who are laughing at the hippies who are praying they get out of here alive. Shit. That's honestly kind of an accurate statement. I'm not going to lie. You just need to put quotations around cowboys. And yeah. Because I think bikers and hippies can stand without quotations. People are who they are at the end of the day, but them cowboys need some about 4 or 5 quotation marks. Real cowboys don't rock to Kenny Chesney. Catfishing, skinny dipping, bonfires, big guitars. Willie Nelson, candy melting, summer sun, shooting guns. Hot and dog, holly golly, dag nabbit. I was 2 years old when I bat my first rabbit. I only got one hat, and if you touch it, you will die. Unless you're blonde, you can dance a cinch, a hog tie. Hot dog, holly golly, dag nabbit, damn son. Now if I don't catch a check, I'm gonna sell my wife's guns. I'm country, living it up. Hey, old David Allen Coe songs, I know a few of them. Let's blow the monetization right here, right now. I was waiting on that. She goes, yeah. There's a couple of them, but just burn the whole stream down. What's the one? You don't have to call me Waylon Jennings. You don't have to call me Charlie Pry. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. I never minded standing in the rain. I hear he's busking around Nashville for his money, like he's broke. Borderline homeless, all that shit. I haven't encountered him any time I'd do fucking 40 backflips. David Allen Coe playing on the side of the street. Would y'all spare $1 for a coat? Are you damn Coe. How did this happen? And I'll hang around as long as you will. What you hunting up there? Now there's also the Charlie Daniels band, Uneasy Rider. That's kind of about a hippie having a hard time at a bar. And then he turned around and became the people he was making fun of. Like a real asshole. But I guess Charlie Daniels thought he was going to be some kind of rocker hippie something for a minute there. Oh, Death by Ralph Stanley. Oh, The Ride's a good David Allen Coe song. Well, I was thumbing from Montgomery, and I had my guitar on my back. When a stranger stopped beside me in an antique Cadillac. As he was dressed like 1950, half drunk with hollow eyes. He said, "It's a long walk to Nashville. Would you like to ride inside?" And I sat down in the front seat and turned on the radio. And them sad old songs coming out of them speakers was solid country gold. Then I noticed the stranger was ghost white pale when he asked me for a light. and I knew there was something strange about this ride. He says, Drifter, can you make folks cry when you're playing train? Have you paid your dues? Can you moan the blues? Can you bend them guitar strings? Said, boy, can you make folks feel what they feel inside? 'Cause if you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. Hat out there stepping and fetching like their heads were on fire and their asses were catching, yeah. Midnight in Montgomery was playing that earlier. It was after some stupid shit. Some real dumb music, and then all of a sudden, Midnight in Montgomery, Silver Eagle, Lonely Road, was on my way to Mobile for a big New Year's Eve show. I stopped for just a minute to see a friend outside of town. With my collar up, I found his name. Felt the wind die down, and a drunk man in a cowboy hat that took me by surprise, wearing shiny boots, a New Year's suit, haunted, haunted eyes. He said, friend, it's good to see you. It's nice to know you care. And then the wind picked up and he was gone. But was he ever really there? 'Cause it's midnight in Montgomery. Just hear that whippoorwill. You'll see the stars light up the purple sky and feel that long summer chill. 'Cause when the wind is right, you'll hear a song and smell whiskey in the air. Midnight in Montgomery, he's always singing there. Yeah, it takes a while. Foggy Mountain Breakdown. I have heard of it, but I don't know it. I'm serious. KK. But yeah, Stoosey Man doing a little Midnight in Montgomery for you. Bear being a critic. These things happen from time to time. Usually he's critiquing and inspecting sticks. Wish that I was on a rocky top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smog or smoke on Rocky Top, ain't no telephone bills. Once I had a girl on Rocky Top, half bear, the other half cat. Wild as a mink, but sweet as soda pop, and I still dream about that. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Hell yeah. Vamos Gatos 89 up in the house. What's up, Vamos Gatos? Hayseed was like, there you go. Yeah. Favorite country song? That's so hard. How could you even... My mind wants to say country roads, but a lot of people swear that's not country music. Whatever. And I mean, technically they're right. It's more like a pop song with a country theme. God, there's so many to fucking choose from. Act Naturally by Buck Owens is pretty good. Country Boy Can Survive by Hank Williams Jr. God. Of course, there's the John Hartford collection. I'd have to say probably Gentle on My Mind by John Hartford. That's arguably bluegrass, and bluegrass falls under the umbrella of country. Because we all know there's only three kinds of music out there: bluegrass, country, and western. I don't think there's any other. That about sums it up. So, we got all three kinds of music here. If that ain't country, I'll Kiss Your Ass by David Allan Coe. That's a banger. David Allan Coe don't see a penny of it. Not a goddamn fucking penny. Poor feller. Jerry Reed, let's go on some swamp music. A little Eastbound and Down. Johnny Cash's whole ass discography, of course. And that's like 100 fucking albums. Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, Charlie Pride. Let's go fucking, not the biggest Chris Christopherson fan, I'll tell you that right now. Redneck Yacht Club. Redneck Yacht Club, that's that fucking new country. Now we start talking new, you start, Alan Jackson, Toby Keith, Billy Covington. Is that the guy that did the Good Directions? Well, I was sitting there, selling turnips on a flatbed truck, crunching on a pork rind when she pulled up. She had to be thinking this is where rednecks come from. Currington. She had Hollywood written on her license plate. She was lost and looking for the interstate, needing directions, and I was a man for the job. I told her way up yonder past the caution light, there's a little country store with an old Coke sign. You gotta stop and ask Miss Bell for some of her sweet tea. Then a left will take you to the interstate, but a right will bring you right back here to me. Rainbow, what's your favorite country song? Big Rock Candy Mountain. I don't know if that fucking counts. A Man of Constant Sorrow is the way to go. In constant sorrow all through his days. That's the one that always seemed like sounded better the louder you were. I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised. Let me get some of that in the place.
One of the ones that amuse me the most is the Chicken in Black.
Chicken in Black by
Yeah.
Johnny Cash. I said, stick 'em up, motherfuckers. I'm robbing this place. Drop all of your money in my guitar case. Really?
Yeah.
You're going to go with Chicken in Black?
Yeah, I actually, yes.
Oh.
I really
Out of anything, Alan Jackson, Toby Keith, any other Johnny Cash song,
it would probably be.
I can't believe it. Of all country songs, Tennessee Whiskey, Chris Stapleton, Do I Want to Know is pretty good. It's not nowhere near like greatest country song, but it's pretty good. Don't put my love on your back burner. Don't let anything that hot get cold. You know Constance. Neon Moon. There you see. It said Neon Moon. You know Constant Sorrow, but don't know Odell. There you go. Was it in that movie? Like I said, I have to say Country Roads, Big Rock Candy Mountain, Man of Constant Sorrow. Favorite Johnny Cash song is Man in Black, probably. Same singer. Wow. Why no? I wasn't going through this, soundtrack and shit. Them damn Soggy Bottom Boys was on the run. What? Fishing in the Dark, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, or Mr. Bojangles would be a cool way to go. I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you. The worn out shoes, the silver hair and ragged shirt and baggy pants, the old soft shoe. He jumped so high, jumped so high. Then he lightly touched down. I met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was down and out. Looked to be seeing the eyes of age as the smoke ran out. He talked of life, talked of life. Yeah, all that. Ray Stevens. OG Hank Williams, I'm so lonesome I could cry, King of the Road, Roger Miller. These are all like classic. How about Red Solo Cup? Is it Red Solo Cup? I'll lift you up. Let's have a party. Big fucking party. It's me again, Margaret. That Hello Margaret or whatever. What was that about the first self-righteous church? The day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church. What the fuck? Boot, Scoot, Boogie, Brooks and Dunn, or whatever. The General Lee, Johnny Cash. Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way? Waylon Jennings. Hell, man. I ain't as good as I once was. I got a few years on me now. But there was a time back in my prime when I really could lay it down. So if you're feeling kind of wild tonight, I forget the rest of the Canned Heat on the Road. I don't consider that to be a country song, but I fucking love that. Well, I'm so tired of crying, but I'm out on the road again. I'm on the road again. Well, I'm so tired of crying, but I'm out on the road again. I'm on the road again. I ain't got no pharaoh, not even no place to go. And my dear mother left me when I was quite young, Yeah, my dear mother left me when I was quite young, She said, Lord, have mercy on my wicked son. Old fucking Moondog just nonchalantly dying on the side of the hill fucking adjacent to his house in his sleeping bag or whatever the hell. That was some wild shit. Nobody ever talk about canned heat. Heaven ain't a lot like Dixie. I don't want to go. Heaven ain't a lot like Dixie. I just as soon stay home. Doobie likes that. Country. You've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You've got to be your own man, not a puppet on a string. Never compromise was right and uphold your family name. You've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. There's a banger. How about the essential unofficial Stoosey Boys theme song, Highway 40 Blues by Ricky Skaggs? Well, these Highway 40 Blues, I've walked holes in both my shoes. I've counted the days since I've been gone, and I'd love to see the lights of home. Waste of time and money too. Squandered youth in search of truth. But in the end I had to lose. Lord above, I paid my dues. Got the Highway 40 Blues. The highway called when I was young, and it told me lies of things to come. Fame and fortune lies ahead. That's what the billboard lighting said. Shattered dreams, my mind is numb. My money's gone, stick out my thumb. My eyes are filled with bitter tears. Lord, I ain't been home in years. Got the Highway 40 Blues. I got a pig at home and a pin corn to feed him on. All I need is a pretty little girl to feed him when I'm gone. Oh, fuck. Well, sounds like Hayseed needs to go out and get him an old lady. Is that what I'm hearing? We all gotta go, we're gonna get Hayseed laid, yay. Kick ass. Somebody said something about Cott County or something. Does that factor into this? Well, hi, sugar. You smell like fucking red beans and rice, don't he? He said, what is that smells magnificent? I guess it is on my hands. I don't know. Now Hayseed's dying laughing. I didn't stutter. I mean, I may have, but I didn't stutter intentionally. Hell, man. Yeah, definitely good that we upgraded the chair here. It fits way better. Way better. Of course, we won't be live streaming all damn night either, because I'm in the same boat as Pawpaw. We have to go back to hell. Make that money, 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 money. I also have not been able to reach out and contact Minnow because his number is in the other phone. So I'd have to get that thing fired up to pull his number. I attempted to reach him on Discord, so we have multiple layers here. Tony Sauce Man up in the house. Welcome back, Sauce Man. Frogman, Cott County, really Newport, Tennessee. I'm like 20 minutes from there. Mark and Digger lives there on Moonshiners. Oh, so Sauce Man's holding the fort down in eastern Tennessee. Okay, well, I was talking about where Hayseed was at, but are y'all all on the same mountain? Which one of y'all's on the north slope? It's the one with all the moss. Frogman. I love telling people, it's like, yeah, Spider-Man got bit by a radioactive spider. I got pissed on by a radioactive frog. Okay, Hayseed is up in Jonesboro. So someone should be writing this shit down. I love our Eastern Tennessee audience. You guys are fucking awesome. See, because, we got a worldwide family. We got worldwide audience with the Stoosey Boys. When I say Kentucky, and then even go on to explain the border between Kentucky and Tennessee, a lot of people don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about. But you people, you dastardly bunch of individuals, you people understand exactly what I'm talking about. People act like it's fucking Manaus in the Amazon just from this shit back here, and I'm like, dude, Go gadget legs. Been to Hickson, Tennessee. Very beautiful there. I've also been to Lookout Mountain in Tennessee. Beautiful place to visit as well. Because we have a lot of country trotting, globe trotting fam dam as well, and it seems a shitload of them just have never wound up in Kentucky or Tennessee. It's like Wade's been everywhere, but Kentucky and Tennessee. Same thing with Mike. Mike's been every fucking where. Never been to Kentucky. I'm like, how have you not been through here? You know what I mean? It's crazy as hell. I don't mean a layover in Nashville or a layover in Louisville or whatever. No, I've been to Kentucky. No, man. Lived in Greenville, but Newport, Jonesboro, North Carolina border, and Virginia, all within minutes. Crazy. Well, I understand. I've been on the same line of latitude my whole life. It's totally fine. You're on the side of the state. Define side. I'm at the top of the state. Kentucky is a broad region, and of such encompasses many different geographic features. Further east, the more mountainous. The further west, the more flat. The flat side of the state. Oh yeah, relatively. Relatively. Of course, it gets flatter the more west you go. Out there Paducah way, shit. And that's the same Kentucky or Tennessee. True western Kentucky, that Jackson Purchase area, real good and flat. And then like western Tennessee, same thing. Where all of a sudden agriculture gets really big. Kentucky Sea Legends. Whoa, up with the 12 likes. I'm talking about 12 likes. Father-in-law lives in Elizabeth, Kentucky. You mean Elizabethtown, E-Town? Because there may be an Elizabeth, Kentucky. So they're flatlanders. Well, people have, well, if you're referring to us, you've seen the topography around with the various shorts and videos and stuff. You see for yourself that we're not exactly flatlanders, but we're not exactly up in the mountains either. So, we're in that nice middle ground. I will say this, if you visit Tennessee in the winter, make sure you dress warm, otherwise you'll freeze your ass off. Oh, fuck yeah. 100%. Good old E-Town. That's in central Kentucky, more or less. Kentucky's divided into like 5 regions. Tennessee's 3. East, middle, west. Left, middle, right. It's pretty damn simple. To be real, I think Kentucky may have like 5 or 6 regions. Eastern coalfields, western coalfields, the fucking central, south central. There's that weird shit right smack in the middle. That's where the bluegrass is like crazy. And then you've got the Jacksonian Purchase. So, yeah. Getting learnt today with the Stoosey Boys for some reason. People here are born with one leg shorter, so we stand level on the mountain. 100%. That's awesome. I've heard that before. Should bring in puppies over here. The lines, like, you can't even see my hand right here. Like, yeah. Come on now. You're safe. Bring them on in. You're good. Yeah. All there is was and will be Commonwealth. I lived in Radcliffe, Kentucky when I was in Fort Knox. Fort Knox is a great place. All the gold's either there or it isn't. I think it's there, and what they want is everyone to think, aha, they say all the gold's here, so therefore it must not actually be here, when in reality they said all the gold was there and no one would just believe them, kind of thing. So all the gold is there. Everyone just swears it's not there. I thought it was because the dirt floor is uneven. That too. I heard that about cows, but not people. Wow. I'm just wow. Steve man gonna step to the side and grab a beverage right quick. Boy. Wow, the stars are so clear tonight. What a glorious evening for watching drones and Starlink satellites and reflective space junk. Safety meeting. Kimosabe, smoke break, hell. 30 years ago, I'm old ass, brother. What? Potty break, who's to say? Gotta rock a wicked piss sometime. Hell yeah. Wade said 30 years ago I was 30. That's fucking wild. That is wild. And 30 years ago, hayseed was 18. So hayseed's 48? Yeah, Hayseed's 48. Fucking Wade's 60. Hell yeah, Wade. Kick ass. Tony Sauceman is 30 plus whatever. Pawpaw 30 years ago was 19. 30 years ago, I wasn't born for 3 more years, you bunch of fucking old bastards.
I would have been -5.
Yeah. They said 30 years ago, I was -3. C-Man didn't hit the scene to rock everyone's world till 1998. What did y'all do without us? Exactly. Like Wade lived 60 years of his life. Okay, well, he spent like 58 or 59 or so years without the Stoosey Boys. How the fuck did that happen? You mean there was a time before us? Insane. I thought all of human history just began whenever I hit the scene, you know what I mean? From my perspective, it really did. Might as well. It's about when things seem to get rolling for me. Vamos Gatos, 30 years ago, he was 5. There you go. Me and Pawpaw went to different schools together. Pretty fucking much. On God. Wait till kids watch grow up has grown ups. These things happen. Be getting old as hell, man. It's the snake of time. Unrelenting. Well, by God, I got y'all. We're going to slide on this here banging live streaming. It's been cool dropping in, hanging with all the cool folk on a Sunday evening. But we're going to wrap up this weekend and get everything good rolling for the week. And I recommend y'all do too. So, Kemosabe said, on this day, 98, Jill Valentine is trying to escape Raccoon City. Well, these things happen. Yeah! So, peace, calm, positivity. Little love, safety, and determination. We appreciate everybody that dropped in on the stream. We appreciate the folks that hit up the likes, hit up the chats. Anyone who may have subscribed and joined up to the fan family, we appreciate them for show. Right on, rock on. Hope everyone has a great one. Hope everyone has a good one. Party hard. It's a weekend until midnight. He's got a point. He's out of line, but he's got a point. But then I got to turn around and get up 4 hours later. Wade with the peace. Kemosabe with hundreds. Vamos Gatos, peace, love, and hair grease. Pawpaw, of course, y'all got to spread the word daily. That word, of course, is legs. You gots to spread them. You just absolutely, it's a must. Have a good one. No one worked too hard this week. Peace and good weed, doll. Hell yeah, hey, seed. So I guess without further ado, peace, calm, positivity, love, safety, and determination from Kentucky City. All the way around the world, wherever you're at, we hope you get it. Open arms, open minds, and open hearts. All that, by God. So I guess it's been C-Man and the Stoosey Boys. And there's Rainbow as well. Much love indeed. We're out this. So, peace.